Welcome back, dear students. Today we are going to discuss the part 2 of the chapter Computer Virus. And in today's lecture, we are going to discuss what are the different symptoms of a computer when it gets infected by a computer virus, and how does a computer virus spread itself inside the computer. So let's dive into it. Now, what are the different symptoms? Okay, so the given below are some of the symptoms that indicate that the computer system is affected by a virus. The first system is that computer starts doing things on its own, like moving the cursor all by itself, randomly opening and closing the windows, etc. Okay, so you might have seen sometimes our computers, without even moving the mouse, if we are not moving the mouse, sometimes what happens is that the computer starts moving mouse on its own. This might be a symptom. If you see such symptom in your computer, you should come to a conclusion that your system or your computer has been infected by a virus. If your computer is randomly opening and closing windows on its own, okay, without you doing anything, okay, then also we should come to a conclusion that our computer is virus affected. We should not think that a ghost is there in our computer, okay. We should just think that that our computer is virus infected, okay. The next system is that the computer may shut down and restart frequently, again on its own. You Many times you might have seen that you are working on your computer and suddenly it shuts down and again restarts on its own. This might be an indication that your computer is virus infected. Okay, then the next symptom might be malfunctioning may be noticed in several applications. Okay, many softwares may not work properly, or they may work but they may not work according to the way they were working previously. This might be an indication that that particular software has been infected by the virus, or our computer has been infected by the virus. Okay, the next system is that certain drives on the computer become inaccessible. Okay, that means we try to open a drive of a hard disk, and an error message will pop up that you cannot access this drive. Earlier you were able to access that drive, but now you are not able to access the drives on your hard disk, and now you can no longer look at your files or use your files. This might be an indication that your computer is virus infected. The next symptom might be that unexpected error messages may pop up. Then menus and dialog boxes may appear distorted. Many a times you might see that instead of getting a square menu, you might get a distorted menu. In this case also, we should come to a conclusion, or we should think that our computer might be virus infected. And the most important one is that the speed of the computer will drop. This is the most common indication or symptom that shows when a computer is virus infected, that the speed of the computer will drop. So these are some of the symptoms that you should look. When you look at it, you should come to a conclusion that your system might be virus infected. Okay, students. Now, how let us discuss how does a virus spread. Okay, virus programs are self-replicating programs which propagate by infecting more and more computer files, thus resulting in loss of speed and destruction of data. Now, students, you might have heard of how the coronavirus is infecting many people in our country and across the world, right? If you come in contact with, a infected person, you might also get infected with the coronavirus. In the same manner, what happens is that once a computer is once a computer comes in contact with some certain infected media like a pen drive, or if you connect some another computer which contains a virus, if you connect that computer with your computer might also get infected. Okay, and these computer viruses are self-replicating programs. That means if a single virus enters your computer, it will start to replicate itself or clone itself. It will create a copy of itself, and then that copy will create a copy of itself, and soon your computer will be filled with many viruses. Okay, and this will result in the loss of speed and destruction of your important data. Okay, now computer viruses usually spread in one of the three ways. Okay, what are those three ways? Via removable storage, either it might spread through removable storage or from the internet or through the email attachments. So let's look at it in a bit detailed manner. Okay, how does the computer virus spread via the removable storage? First thing, let us discuss what removable storage is. Okay, removable storage devices, I can give you an example. A very common example of the removable storage device is your pen drive or the flash drive or the thumb drive. Okay, and then you also have the memory cards. Okay, you also have the expandable memory cards, and you also have the external hard disks or the CDs or the DVDs. Okay, all these come in the category of removable storage devices. Okay, now sharing and transferring of files via flash drive is a very common practice today. Yes, students, you want to, your friend has some movie and you want to watch that movie on your computer. What do? You take your pen drive to your friend's place and you take that movie inside the pen drive, and then you connect that pen drive to your computer, copy the movie, and now you can watch the movie on your own computer. So this type of practice is a very common practice today. Now, suppose your friend's computer contains virus. It might happen that you will bring that virus or through that infected pen drive, and your computer might also get infected with the virus that your friend's computer had. Yes. So, if this drive contains malicious files, it will infect the computer with which it is attached. Likewise, if a flash drive is inserted in an infected computer, it will also be infected with the virus. Now, this infected drive then becomes a vector, okay, and is capable of spreading the virus onto other computers if the operating system on those computers has enabled auto run feature. Okay, so let's talk about this auto run feature. What is this auto run feature? Now, the auto run feature is a function inside the computer, okay, that launches the installer and other programs automatically whenever a flash drive or CD is inserted. Sorry. So, what happens? Suppose you have a pen drive with you, okay, and you have some file. Suppose you have some application inside that pen drive, and suppose you have enabled that this pen drive or flash drive the auto run, if you have enabled the auto run feature inside this pen drive, what will happen? As soon as you connect the pen drive with the computer, okay, as soon as you insert this pen drive inside your computer, the software which is present inside the pen drive will automatically try to install itself in your computer. Okay, this can prove to be a dangerous. Okay, now a virus can also be embedded in a normal file on a flash drive, even if the auto run feature is disabled. Now you might think that okay, I will disable the auto run. Okay, but no, even if you disable the auto run, still the virus inside or the malicious software inside the computer, inside the pen drive, can infect your computer. The computer will become infected when when will this computer become infected? Whenever you open the file to which the virus is attached. Okay, so this is the first way through which the computer virus can spread via the removable storage. The next the next way through which the computer virus can spread is from the internet. Now, computer viruses spread very quickly through internet because they can be transmitted to many websites simultaneously or at the same time. Now, many of you visit different websites, right? You use the internet, you visit different websites. Okay, there are many websites on the internet which, while visiting, try to install adware bugs. Okay, what are adware bugs? Adware bugs are those softwares, okay, are those softwares that try to install different softwares on your computer without you giving the permission. Okay, or once they come get installed in your computer, they will show you different advertisements on their own. Such type of softwares or such type of bugs are called as adware bugs. So there are many websites. When you visit those websites, okay, what will happen? They will install a adware bug in your computer, and now your computer, what will happen? It will cause a flood of pop-ups to appear on your screen. Okay, then this adware often allows for other programs, other rogue or other malicious programs to be installed. Sorry for the installed spelling, it is INSTALLED, installed before you know it. So what will this adware do? Sometimes, many a times, it will show you advertisements. Okay, and many a times what will happen? Sometimes it will install another other softwares which you don't require in your computer, or even many a times it may show you some filthy material that you don't need to see. Okay, so internet websites are also a very common way through which the virus is spread. Okay, now the last type of way that we are going to discuss for the spreading of virus is through email attachments. Okay, now people can also send viruses to you through emails. Okay, so what does these people who send you virus they do? They send the virus as an executable file inside an email attachment. Last year you studied how to attach different files in your email, right? And send it to different people. Now people may send viruses to you as an email attachment, and what we end up doing is that we think that the mail is important, so we download that attachment and then we click on it. Okay, as soon as we open the attachment, the virus gets inserted into our computer system, and thus our computer becomes virus infected. So these are the three popular ways through which the virus spreads into our computer. The first one was via removable storage devices, then from internet, and then through the email attachments. So now that we know that how does the virus spreads, okay, now our information base has been updated. Okay, now, students, in the next lecture, we will discuss some more types of malicious software like the sweeper virus, the malwares, worms, computer worms, Trojan horses, and spywares. Okay, till then, take care of yourself and be well. Thank you.